Yesterday was the last day of cross-examination of Rebecca Vardy by David Sherborne, who is Coleen Rooney's lawyer. And it was established that Caroline Watt, her agent, did previously leak information from Coleen Rooney's private Instagram story. Now, this concerns Mrs. Rooney posting a photo of a car crash that she had in January 2019. And WhatsApps were read out in court of Mrs. Vardy and Miss Watt discussing this crash and talking about who was driving. Mrs. Vardy saying she defo was. Well, 2 days later, that story did make its way into the Sun newspaper, and it's the story that led Coleen Rooney to announcing on her Twitter that she knew that someone close to her was betraying her. Caroline Watt then messaged Rebecca Vardy in a WhatsApp saying she thinks it's a close friend, but it's me. Now, Caroline Watt is the very same agent whose phone went overboard in the North Sea 3 days after it was asked for by the other side for evidence. And there was a laugh in court yesterday as David Sherborne said that it was in the bottom of the ocean in Davy Jones's locker. Rebecca Vardy then responded asking, "Who's Davy Jones?" And the judge did have to intervene at that point. But unfortunately, Caroline Watt is now not well enough to appear in court as a witness, and previously Rebecca Vardy was adamant that neither she or Caroline Watt were responsible for leaking these stories. She now appears to accept that Caroline Watt could have leaked these stories, but not with her authorization, she says. Now, under English libel law, the onus is going to be on Coleen Rooney to prove that that Wagatha Christie post was substantially true, that it was ... Rebecca Vardy's account. So they will be very happy if they can prove that it was Rebecca Vardy who leaked these stories, or that it was Miss Watt with permission from Rebecca Vardy. Now, there has been so much talk about the money that is being spent on this court case, and media lawyers say that the women are spending £1.5 million each. Now, if damages are awarded, they will only be in the region of about £15,000 to £40,000. So this isn't about money. This is about pride. This is about reputation, and this is about vindication. Coleen Rooney will say that she was betrayed by a former friend, and Rebecca Vardy will say that her reputation has been left in tatters. And there is so much public discourse saying that this is a waste of money and a waste of court time, that these women should have had this argument out in private and perhaps donated the money to charity instead. And that's certainly a view of this judge. She has on multiple occasions asked these women to settle out of court, but it's very clear that both Vardy and Rooney wanted their day in court. There is also an argument that they are spending their husbands' money. Wayne Rooney and Jamie Vardy, both ex-England football players, they are both taxpayers in this country. They pay huge amounts of tax. Therefore, they can use the justice system and the courts to air their grievances as they see fit, and they are more than entitled to do so. That is also a very valid argument. I think what makes this case so interesting is that the barristers are dissecting Rebecca Vardy and Coleen Rooney's WhatsApps, their Twitter DMs, even their use of emojis, and the judge is going to have to rule this case with ancient English libel law in this world of celebrity, of tabloid press, and in social media. And I think what this case will try to do is ascertain how all of those things coexist in this modern world.